The Story of Snow, the Science of Winter's Wonder. Our story starts on a winter day high up in the sky, in a cloud that is very, very cold. This is the story of snow. Clouds are mostly made of air, which we can't see. Then there is water vapor, water in the form of gas, which we also can't see. We do see the billions of tiny droplets of liquid water and ice crystals that float in the cloud. They reflect light, making the cloud visible. Snow begins with a speck. Clouds are made mostly of air and water, but there are also bits of other things like tiny particles of dirt, ash from volcanoes, salt, and even living bacteria can float in the wind and end up in a cloud. A snow crystal needs one of these specks to start growing. The speck becomes the center of a snow crystal. When a speck gets cold enough, water vapor will stick to it. If you had a microscope that could see such small things, here's what you would see. Water vapor sticks to the cold speck, making the speck wet. When a speck gets cold enough, water vapor will stick to it. If you had a microscope, here's what you would see. Water vapor continues to stick to this crystal. Faster growth on the corners causes the points and branches to sprout. A snow crystal forms as it falls. As the snow crystal gets bigger and heavier, it starts to fall to earth. It keeps growing as it falls through its cloud, taking on its own special shape. The shape depends on how wet the cloud is and how cold it is. A snow crystal can start to grow one way and then grow another way when it passes through a wetter or colder part of the cloud. Its crystal stops growing soon after falling through and below the clouds. Snow crystals can be star-shaped. One common snow crystal is the star. Star-shaped snow crystals usually have 6 arms reaching out from a center point. The center point is the home of the speck that started the crystal. The 6 arms look alike, but they're almost never exactly alike. Snow crystals can be plates. Snow crystals can be columns. This is the magic number for snow crystals, 6. This is because of the nature of water. Water molecules, the smallest units of water, attach themselves into groups of 6, which usually leads to crystals with 6 arms or 6 sides. Snow crystals are rarely perfect. So much can happen during a snow crystal's fall to earth. It is rare that one will turn out perfectly. If a droplet of water crosses close to one arm of a snow crystal, that arm can start to grow faster. Before long, that arm will be a lot longer than the other ones. A snow crystal can be a twin. A snow crystal can have 12 arms. This is a twin crystal, which happens when 2 crystals start to form together from the original speck, one on top of another. A snow crystal can have bumps. If there's enough water droplets near the crystal, some can strike the crystal and freeze on contact. This gives a crystal little bumps called rime. Many crystals can make one snowflake. Often snow crystals bump into each other and get stuck together. This happens when snowflakes form. Hundreds or even thousands of snow crystals can form a single flake. Once a snow crystal lands, it starts to wither away. Snow crystals can't keep growing after they fall from the clouds, and when a crystal stops growing, it immediately starts to wither. Soon the arms of the crystal break down and the crystal's shape becomes rounded. This means that if you want to see a snow crystal, you need to catch it in the air or find it soon after it lands. Are no two crystals alike? Some simple crystals may appear exactly alike even through a high-quality microscope. When it comes to more complicated snow crystals, though, odds are that no two are exactly alike, but then no two leaves, flowers, or people are exactly alike either. Snow crystals are like us. We're each different, but we have a lot in common. How to catch your own snow crystals. Well, that's a little too complicated for our story. But you can get the book. A snow crystal is a letter from the sky. Look at the different shapes. Next time it snows where you are, you can look at the different shapes of the snowflakes if you catch them on a dark mitten. Have fun in the snow.